Melchior. Today I'm going to share some tips with you to help you start a home yoga practice and stick with it. So first, let me take a minute to introduce myself. In case you don't know who I am, I'm Lou Melchior, and I'm a mind-body fitness professional. My background is actually in exercise science and sports medicine, and I infuse that into the programs that I create. So I'm also the founder of Relax Get Fit, which is my virtual yoga studio, where I provide yoga and Pilates-inspired self-care and wellness programs, specifically designed for busy professional women to help them feel less stressed, more energetic, and improve their overall health and wellness. So in addition to running my yoga business, I'm also a wife and a mom of 3 kids, so my schedule is pretty full. However, I believe our busy lives shouldn't keep us from taking care of our health and wellness. I truly believe that fitting self-care into our packed schedules is vital as busy moms, wives, entrepreneurs, professionals who seem to do it all. And I've found that my own home yoga practice has been the key to maintaining my own self-care and wellness plan. And adding a home yoga practice to your daily routine can be such a convenient way to improve your health and maintain a consistent wellness plan. And I just love sharing this message and helping other women upgrade their self-care routine with a home yoga practice that works for their lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit more about that now. So I started practicing yoga at home when my kids were in preschool. I had finally had 3 hours to myself, so it was wonderful, and I thought I had so much time. But maybe I had 3 hours, I think, total by the time I dropped them off and picked them up, and then I would try and fit everything in. I'd drive to a yoga class, take class, get home, maybe I'd have time to take a shower, and then it was time to go pick them up. And that was great, but I really wanted to get so much more done in that small amount of time. So I wanted to really use my time more efficiently so I could get as much done as possible while they were in school. So I decided that was great once in a while, but I really needed more consistency. So I got out my yoga mat at home and decided to start my own home practice so that I could more conveniently and consistently take care of myself. So now I'm excited to share these tips that I found really helpful in establishing and maintaining my home practice, and also that I've used with my clients. And I'm excited today to share them with you so that you can have some help starting your very own sustainable home yoga practice too. So we're going to talk about 5 tips that I have for starting and maintaining your home yoga practice. And the first thing we're going to talk about is, I think, the most important, and that is having a reason why you want to do it. So the first thing I would do is ask yourself some questions. Find out why on earth you want to have a home yoga practice anyway. Why do you want to do it? What changes do you want to make? What improvements do you want to see? It could be as simple as you want to improve your health. Maybe you want to lower your blood pressure, increase flexibility, increase strength, reduce stress. Maybe you just want to be able to do a handstand or a pose that you saw somewhere. But whatever it is, it's just important to identify with it and connect with it, because that is what is going to help to keep you motivated to get on your mat each and every day, even on the days when you don't really feel like it. So, and again, you want to think about what changes you want to see, what improvements you want to make, what things you want to gain from having a yoga practice. My reason is to take care of my body. I wanted to have a program where I could create and maintain stability and balance, and also prevent injuries and pain. I know that if I don't do it, I'm going to be a lot more prone to instability, and I've had a lot of old injuries, so the areas that I've injured before will start to bother me if I don't get on my mat and move every day. So for me, it's really more of like a health maintenance plan, so I can continue to take care of myself and doing all the things I want to do in my life. So once you've identified your why, I would write it down. You know, put it on a note card or a piece of paper, and then read it before you get on your mat every day. You can even write out a few intentions or affirmations that you can say to yourself and think about while you move through your sequence. So identifying and connecting to your why is the first thing that you want to do. So now on to number 2. The next thing you want to do is schedule your sessions. So you want to take a look at your lifestyle and your schedule and see where you can fit in a home practice. So take a look at your day, see what your schedule is like, and see if you've got any time where maybe you've got some downtime or wasted time. You know, maybe you're scrolling through Facebook when you don't need to be, or Instagram or something like that, or any other time in your day where it's kind of like a time drain, where the time is just slipping away, that maybe you could be using to take care of yourself. So look at your schedule and find those spaces where maybe you can rearrange your day or fit it in. And then decide how much time you could commit to your home practice regularly. So even if it's 10, 20, or 30 minutes, whatever it is, just decide what you have. Make that space in your schedule when you can commit to doing it. So a lot of times people will ask me, what's the best time of day to do your yoga practice? And the truth is, you might read somewhere that you should do it first thing in the morning. You might read somewhere you should do it at night. But really, the best time is the time that you're gonna commit to doing it. If you are not a morning person, don't decide to get up at 5 a.m. and do it, because you're probably not gonna do it. If you've got a lot of kid activities in the evening, don't schedule it then, because chances are something's gonna come up and it will be the first thing to go. So pick a time where you really feel you can commit to doing it and you won't let anything else get in the way. So once you find that time that works for you, schedule it. Put it in your calendar. Just like a dentist appointment, just like a lunch date with your best friend, or an appointment with an important special client. And then, you know what? Honor that appointment. Commit to it and keep that space in your calendar so that you can consistently nurture yourself. So now that you have your reason why, you've created space in your schedule, let's figure out what you're going to do. So now we're going to talk about number 3, which is having a yoga plan. One thing that I think can be really helpful is to have a set sequence to start with. So a good basic outline for most yoga classes is they're going to start with breathing, then moving, then relaxing. So a simple way to start is to pick maybe 5 poses and create a 5-pose flow. That can be an easy way to add a short sequence to your home practice and easily fit it into your daily routine. Another good way is to start with a simple flowing sequence like a sun salutation. And then as you get comfortable and familiar with that, you can start to layer in other poses that you might want to work on depending on your body's needs and goals. So my home practice consists of breathing, moving, and relaxing. I always start with a breathing exercise. My favorite go-to is 3-part breath. And I focus on the breath and drawing my attention inwards. And then I like to add in some gentle movements to warm up the core and extremities. From there, I move into my own version of a sun salutation that I've kind of modified to fit my body. And then I layer in some standing postures, some balance postures, and then I come back down to the floor for some deeper stretches and end my practice with a few minutes of a progressive relaxation. So in most practices, that's what you'll see. In my individual practice, the individual poses may change, but I have a general outline of of what I'm going to do each day. So to get started with your home practice, you can try something like a simple sun salutation, and you can find those everywhere online or on Pinterest or in a video probably. And once you have your main flow, like that sun salutation or your 5-pose flow, you can start to add in other poses that feel good for your body depending on your needs. The key is to listen to your body so you can learn what works best for you. Another tip is, excuse me, to try out some different classes, either at a yoga studio or online, and see if you can find a style that you really like, or maybe even some sequences that you really like. Another tip is you could always work with a private yoga instructor who can evaluate your movement and create a customized sequence specifically for you. So again, start with a basic sequence like a sun salutation or 5 poses that you really like, and just pay attention to how your body moves. Pay attention to how your body feels as it moves. All right, so now we're on to number 4. Now that you know what you're going to do, let's talk about where you're going to do it. So to create a home yoga space, quite honestly, all you really need is a yoga mat and enough room to move your body. You can always add other things to it, but it could be anywhere that you like to be. So it could be your living room, bedroom, back porch, kids' playroom, wherever you're comfortable, like I said, and in a space that you like to be in. So my home yoga space has been in probably every room in my house at this point in time. I first started in my family room because that's probably my favorite room in the house that I like to be in. So I started there, and then sometimes I will take my mat outside on my patio. Right now I have this corner of my living room that I use consistently. But then if the day's crazy and there's a lot of people, the kids are home, there's a lot going on, I'll just take my mat into my bedroom, shut the door, and have a little bit of privacy where I can do my own quiet yoga practice away from the chaos. So it really depends. You just want to have a space where you can go and have enough room to roll out your mat and move your body. So you can always add other things to your space depending on what you like. So if you want to have, special decorations or, I don't know, candles or whatever you like in the space, you can do that to make it your own. But you don't have to. You really just need a mat. Another thing that I like to do is keep some props handy. So I'll keep, like my yoga blocks, straps, some exercise balls in the space or close by in a bin that I can take outside with me if I'm going outside. But really, you just want to have some things close by. I like being in this room too because I have a wall here. So I can use that in some balancing postures and also to help get deeper into certain postures as well. So just think about where you are, use what you've got, make it your own. Okay, and now we're on to number 5, which is my favorite tip to help you stick with your home yoga practice, and that is tracking your progress. So if you've ever been in any type of exercise program, if you've ever gone to the gym and worked with a personal trainer or anything like that, you probably got a workout log, which was like a chart, list of exercises on the side, and then the date across, and you'd write down how many sets and reps you did or something like that, how much time you spent on it. So for yoga, you can pretty much do the same thing. So if you're doing a sequence that is more like a 5-pose flow, you can get out a piece of paper, make a chart, write your 5 poses, write the date, write down how many repetitions you did. I think in yoga sometimes instead of just writing down the number or how long you did it, maybe writing down how you felt or how it's changed or things like that. So you want to do that. You can also keep track of things like the style of the class that you took, the pace of the class, the focus, what was challenging, how did you feel before and after the class. So quite simply, an easy way to start tracking your progress is just to get a simple journal or a notebook and write down the date, what you did, how you felt, and maybe what you learned from the session. So monitoring your practice is really such a great way to get a picture of what your practice looks like and how and it can help you deepen the experience. So seeing your progress and your development can really motivate you to get on your mat each day. So let's wrap it all up. Those are my 5 tips to help you start and maintain your home yoga practice for good. So the 5 tips again were to identify your reason why, schedule it in your calendar, have a plan of what you're going to do, create a yoga space, and track your progress. So those are the 5 tips, like I said. I hope you found this helpful and you're motivated to start your own home yoga practice so you can continue to take the best care of yourself. To help you get started, I do have some free resources that I'm really happy to share with you today. I do have a home yoga toolkit, which you can get. It includes a short total body vinyasa flow yoga video, as well as a self-assessment sheet to help you discover your why and set you up for success, and also a daily journaling sheet, as well as a weekly progress tracking sheet to help you monitor your progress. So check that out in the link below, and you can get that delivered to your inbox. If you did like this information and you want to learn more about me, you can go to my website, which is relaxgetfit.com, and you're welcome to follow me on my favorite social media platform, which is Instagram, and my username is relaxgetfit. And thank you all so much, and have a great day. And just let me know if you have any questions below. I'll be happy to answer them.